This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
This is your first look at sports. I'm Jonathan Benson. The Abaco Softball Association set to continue with its best of 7 championships tomorrow night. On the ladies' side, the Abaco Grocery Diamond Dolls hold a 2-1 series lead on the Thurs Gas Angels.
We're going to practice hard, and our next game we're going to take it over.
I think we need to practice some more, and we need to pull together and have team effort, no rowing, no fighting, so we can do better.
Now on the men's side, the Crater Bulldogs, they hold a 2-0 lead on the TC Jets, and the game plan is the same moving forward.
We hope to get up 3-0 and we should be off to a good start.
We're not approach this coming weekend any differently, because in both games you come out late, like in the 4th and the 5th inning, that's really bad coming around.
No, we should, hopefully we get one of our big batters back and we should fire it up a little quicker.
This is it. We got for 4 straight. We sweeping, we bringing the brooms out. Saturday we bringing the brooms out.
You know they're going to come back tough, knowing that they had you guys on the road today, but they didn't deliver that knockout punch.
Yeah, well, they get to come tough or don't come at all. That's what we're looking at it. But we can't just sit down and lay down and let them, we just got to play our ball.
Well, the 2013 Austin King Snake Knolls High School Softball Tournament is slated to take place October 31st through November 3rd at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex, and the North Andros Seminoles are looking to make some waves in the senior boys division.
I think that we have a chance to win the championship, and I know we can go to championship and we can win championship.
Yeah, man, I feel very confident. We put together a good team this year, and hopefully we can take all.
We just feel to keep our head together, keep our attitude, and we got this.
You think playing in this champion game, going against top-notch competition will help your team? Yes, especially Christopher with the pitching. We were able to see more of the ball, and when we go to head to Nassau, we'll be used to those pitches.
It took more than 6 months for the local organizing committee to present its final report on the 2013 Carifta Track and Field Championships. Chief Financial Officer Monty Brathwaite, he explains the reasoning for the lengthy wait.
It's a protocol, and we were recipients of public funding to the tune of $245,000 from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So our first responsibility, because of the public funding, was to present our report to the Prime Minister's office, as the chairman said, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports. I'm sure that in the fullness of time they will come back to us, but we were pretty much waiting for a response from them before we made the reports public. But it's just such a large amount of time has elapsed right now. It is better for us to be safe than sorry. So we still feel, because again of public funds and public accountability, it still makes sense at this late juncture to actually present the financial reports and the executive summary to the media, so that at least people can know that we're giving a good account of our stewardship.
Well, Sports Minister Dr. Daniel Johnson recently returned home from Cuba, and during a press conference earlier this week, the minister was happy to report that an agreement of sports cooperation has been reached, which should pay dividends for Bahamian athletes moving forward.
This article that we have here of several areas of mutual cooperation, which include the organization of programs, sports equipment and facilities, formation and upgrade of coaching specialists, academic exchange, sports medicine, community sports for all, anti-doping control, sports management, and sports applied information technology. This is the first of its kind, an extremely historic event where the Bahamas government and the Cuban government have agreed to exchange technically all areas of concern, of mutual concern, with respect to the development of sports in the context of national development.
Now, also speaking at the press conference was Cuban Ambassador to the Bahamas, His Excellency Ernesto Guzman.
We are all the condition to implement training camps between Cuban teams and Bahamian teams here in the Bahamas or in Havana, and I think that it will be a great opportunity to develop sports in our two countries. Right now, as you know, we have 2 swimming coaches here in Nassau, but we hope that in the future we will have the opportunity to increase the number of the coach, and not only in the swimming but also in other disciplines, like I said, baseball, boxing. We were very happy last May when, on the first time in the history, a Bahamian boxing player, he won a bronze medal in the most important tournament of boxing that we organize every year in Cuba. So, and that was because of the cooperation between our two countries.
Well, a South-South fundraiser was held last weekend in aid of helping defray costs for our tennis teams which travel abroad. The initiative was spearheaded by the parents of our junior national team players in conjunction with the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association.
It was very well attended, and we were able to sell all of the South. So it was extremely successful.
We are delighted to see that the South-South has been a success. And so hopefully we would continue these South-Souths to encourage the young kids and others to join the tennis center, because it's a way of them getting a scholarship to go away to school.
The kids have to travel in order to become international level players. And in order for them to travel, they need money. So we have to have different events or different fundraising events in order, for them to actually go on these trips.
We welcome all the help, and I encourage them, because it takes a lot when you volunteer, and then I always say the board members of 12 executives cannot do it all. We cannot. So we need help. So with them planning this, I really had minimal work with it. They were keeping me informed of what's going on, how much the tickets cost, etc.
Now the next national team set to travel will be our boys and girls, who are headed to the Under-12 Masters Tournament in Mexico later on this month, and BLTA President Deron Donaldson is expecting a good showing.
We expect good results. However, moving on to a Masters event, that's tougher competition. That's really tough, but I think they're good. They're in good shape. They're out here working out. They're practicing and training, getting ready for it. And if they go with the same spirits they went with to Jamaica, they should do well.
And good luck to that team. And that will put a wrap on sports, but don't go anywhere. There's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.